Hey guys, Ben from SnowBoardGamer. Welcome to episode 3 of This Week in Board Games, where I review what I played last week, go over any board game news, and if I got a package, open it up and see what's inside. The first game this week was an unboxing that I actually posted on Monday to my channel. Go check it out if you have a minute. I'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Ian. I'm taking over Ben's channel of SnowBoardGamer. Today, I'm not really quite sure what we're doing. So, I noticed over here that we have multiple board games.
What I'm doing is going over all the games we played this week, and I was about to introduce this one, and then I remembered you were in the basement. So why don't you introduce it? What's it called?
This is called Good Cop, Bad Bop.
It's an inside joke.
It was in a video.
Go watch the unboxing of this. Ian goofed up the name pretty good.
This game, it's a social deduction game, but also like you have to figure out who your teammates are. And so it's kind of like a figuring out who the crooked cops are without outing themselves as crooked cops. Or kind of the other way as honest cops.
Each team has their own leader, a kingpin and an agent. And the goal of your team is to take out the other team's leader.
Kind of in between werewolves and Secret Hitler, I guess. Like
That's
when
a good
it comes
point.
to intensity.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining my channel today, Ben. It's nice having you as a guest performance.
Oh, you had my phone! How long have you had it for?
So that is Good Cop, Bad Cop. This one hit the table several nights at our house this last week. Next, we played some of the Spiel Jahres winner. I think I've been pronouncing that wrong. I've been saying Spiel Jahres, but I heard someone pronounce it Spiel Jahres. So I guess it's the Spiel Jahres, or you know what? I should probably look it up and say it right since I have a board game channel. We played King Domino this week. It won the German Board Game of the Year and is a very fun tile-laying game. It's essentially dominoes with a European-style board game twist to it. King Domino. Next, we have a party game that hit the table 2 nights this week called Wits vs. Wagers. Ages 10 and up, 4 or more players. We played it with 4 teams, so we had 7 teams of 2 people. And it was really fun. It is a trivia game. You don't even have to be good at trivia to win. Everyone has little betting tokens, and you bet on what you think the right answer is. And if you bet correctly, you earn money. It's a really fun game about trivia with a betting aspect to it. I played Race for the Galaxy with my buddy Eric. 30 to 60 minutes, ages 12 and up, 2 to 4 players. We played it with 2 players. In this game, you're exploring the galaxy, settling planets, you're producing resources on those planets, and then you're turning around and selling those resources for points. It's a steep learning curve to learn this game. Once you learn it though, it's really not that complicated, and you can play a game in less than 30 minutes. It plays very quickly, and it plays very well with 2 players. Race for the Galaxy. Next, Twilight Squabble is the entire Cold War in 10 minutes. This is a miniature version of the popular game Twilight Struggle. It's really a Cold War themed game with these various cards. You've got a Russia deck and you've got a US deck, and they've got various events from the Cold War. But at the end of the day, you're trying to keep the balance of power in your favor, but not go too far as to cause nuclear war. Twilight Squabble is a really fun 2-player game, and it has hit the table 2 weeks in a row now. Last but not least, we have Secret Hitler. 3 weeks in a row now, this game has hit the table. And not just once, not just twice, not just 5 times, probably 15 times this week, and I'm not kidding. Travis and his friends have played the crap out of this game. It's a social deductive game with secret identities. You've got a liberal government in Germany pre-World War II and a group of fascists trying to take over the government and install Hitler as their leader. It's our most played game since I got it for my birthday in May.
Oh. What? Oh my gosh, you're a Hitler!
Kill her!
Earlier this week, we went to apparently a legendary restaurant here in Denver, Colorado called Casa Bonita. I looked it up, and there are actually websites that have articles about how to survive at the strangest Mexican restaurant in Denver, Colorado. And it is bizarre. It's got cliff diving indoors, but it's not the elegant cliff diving. It's cheap skits and cliff diving while you're eating dinner. They've got this indoor cave that you can walk through, and an arcade, and mariachi bands. There's even an episode on South Park where Cartman tries to go there and starts running around the place. It's pretty funny. When we got home from Casa Bonita, we played some Secret Hitler and then Wits and Wagers. My brother was in town for a conference. He stayed with us for one night, so we got to play some board games. That was a lot of fun. I work in downtown Denver, and one day this week we went by this store called the Wizard's Chest, which is 2 miles from my office. It's my favorite store in all of Denver. It's got a great selection of board games. They've got a bunch of wigs whenever I go there with my family. My daughter and my wife try on the wigs for 30 minutes while I go and geek out in the basement, which is where all the board games are. Picked up a copy of Welcome Back to the Dungeon, which is the sequel to the game Welcome to the Dungeon. It's basically a game of chicken with a monsters and dungeons theme to it. My son finished up band camp this week. And at the end of band camp, wanted to have a sleepover with the entire drum line. So guess whose house it was at? We had 15 to 20 kids over here, I want to say. Kinsey and I, in preparation for this, went to the store and stocked up on a bunch of drinks for all these thirsty teenagers. It was a windy night outside, and we played a lot of Secret Hitler. When they split into 2 tables, it was generally one table of Secret Hitler and another table of Good Cop, Bad Cop. Everyone had a good time, lots of screaming and yelling while they're playing Secret Hitler.
I will say, I'm a liberal, she's a liberal. You guys are the fascists. By you.
Looked at your
No one.
card.
Okay.
You gave me
Does anyone else think I'm for sure a fascist? Because these two are saying
I would pick Paul.
Alex is so
fascist. Go with Aiden.
Fascist.
Said fascist. Fascist.
But who's
Alex.
Hitler?
I think Molly's Hitler.
You
I found out this week that Sheriff of Nottingham is releasing an expansion later this year called Merry Men. Also, the Splendor expansion is only a couple weeks away. I'm really excited for that one. I did get a package this week. Let's go ahead and see what is inside of it. The first game is tzolk'in, the Mayan calendar. We went on a cruise a few weeks ago with my family and went to Mexico and saw some ancient Mayan ruins, and I got really inspired to purchase this game. This game is a worker placement game with some gears in the middle of the table. I don't know much about it other than it's highly rated and is supposed to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for tzolk'in, the Mayan calendar. Yeah. I got some card sleeves. These little mini ones are super cute. I got them for 7 Wonders Duel. And I got some bigger ones. These ones will fit Wonders cards, I believe. I don't think I've ever seen card sleeves this big. That's pretty cool. And one more game. The game of Scythe. It's much bigger than I thought it would be. This is ranked in the top 10 on Board Game Geek. I don't know a lot about this other than it is highly rated also and is supposed to be a ton of fun. I kept seeing this pop up everywhere in my Instagram feed and I went ahead and got it. So I'm really excited to play Scythe. That is it for this week in board games. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more board game videos and I will see you next time. Thanks. Maybe this wasn't the best idea, especially with my leg here. Ow! One more week and I get this brace off.
Half of it's falling out of the box because that flap is in. Pull the flap out.
There. Here, wait, watch this. I can vacuum it.
Well, when you insist on throwing everything on the floor.
Ta-da!